Hello and welcome to my channel NK Academy. I'm very glad to be with you all once again. The main mission of my channel is to make you a confident and a fluent speaker of English. In this process, I keep researching to find out the easiest and the most effective way of learning English so that I can guide you properly on this path. In this process, I came across a very effective way of learning English, and that is 15/7 technique of learning English. If you remember, in my previous video, I had discussed one more technique which was very useful, and that was imitation technique. Most of my subscribers, they found the technique very useful. So now, this technique too, which is called as 15/7 technique for learning English, is also very effective. So in this video today, you're going to learn this technique, which you will find very useful. And I'm sure if you follow this technique, you are going to be a very confident and a fluent speaker of English very soon. I can't promise that within a month or within 2 months or within 3 months, you will become the most confident speaker of English, but I can ensure you will improve your language definitely. If you are at this level, you will definitely reach this level. If you are at this level, your level will increase to this. So follow this technique and then see the change in you. 15/7. Here 15 stands for minutes, 15 minutes, and 7 stands for 7 days a week. And in the context of learning English, this means you take out 15 minutes from your daily schedule every day of the week and utilize these 15 minutes to learn English. So, 15 minutes are exclusively for learning English every day, 7 days a week. Now, some of you may tell, our schedule is very tight. I cannot take out 15 minutes from my daily schedule and allot it to learning English. And that too every day. If you say this, then I must say, maybe you're not very passionate about learning English. But if you're watching this video, it means it is evident that you want to learn English. So let me help you and show how you can take out 15 minutes every day in spite of your busy schedule for learning English. So here are some of the ways you can spare 15 minutes for learning English. The ways you can use the time to learn English every day for 15 minutes. For example, while you are driving, or when you're walking to the bus stop, or when you're cooking, or when you're doing laundry, or when you're doing your daily chores. Whatever you're doing, you can simultaneously utilize that time to learn English. That's the magic of this method. You don't have to keep separately 15 minutes for learning English, but you can simultaneously learn it while doing these activities. For example, you are taking the dog for a walk. Utilize that time for learning English. I'm going to show you how you're going to utilize. Right? So, there is a saying, where there is a will, there is a way. So if you want to learn English, you will find time. And that too, you don't have to find it separately. It's not that 15 minutes are exclusively for learning English. It's not like that. You're doing some work. Along with that, you are learning English. Now your question is, how can we do that? So here I am to tell you how you can do this. For example, you are walking to the bus stop, or you're driving your car, going to the office. So, one thing you can do is, you can listen to the podcast or audiobooks. There are plenty of blogs, there are plenty of apps using which you can listen to the podcasts. Some great options to listen to the podcasts are ESL podcast, Effortless English, Fluent U, or preply.com. All these websites and all these apps, they have wonderful podcasts on English language learning. At the same time, we have lots of audiobooks available on Audible. Audible is an app and there are plenty of books on Audible. You need to get a membership, and after that you can listen to any number of books you want. There are books on self development, there are books like fiction, there are books about science, there are books about astronomy. Any topic you like, you can listen to the audiobooks. For this, you need not sit separately in a room and then listen. You just put in your earphones while driving the car or while just walking to the bus stop and keep listening to this podcast or the audiobooks. That way, you are getting immersed in English language. When you keep listening to the language, you start acquiring that language. Language cannot be taught. Language has to be caught. So that's what you are going to do while you listen to the podcast or while you listen to the audiobooks. This is one way you can get exposed to English language. For this, you need not have a separate time allotted. You can do you can do this while doing any other activity. You can be cooking and at the same time you can listening to the audiobooks or the podcast. Second thing, which is very interesting and which is very entertaining, which you can do is listening to the music. Music is the language of the soul. Every human soul enjoys music. And I must say, most of the learners of English, they listen to the English songs. They get exposed to the language, and that too, the real life English language. The language which you listen in the songs is not the textbook language. It is a language which is used by the native speakers. So you may say that we won't be able to understand the English songs. Yes, I do agree. Initially, you will not be able to understand the songs. Listen to the songs with the lyrics. There are options on YouTube. Like you can search for the songs with lyrics. So listen to the songs and at the same time read the lyrics. And after that, you keep listening to the song and you will definitely understand those words. And anything which you learn along with the music remains. That's the reason I tell you, you can remember the songs very well, but you can't remember the grammar rules which are there in the textbook. It's easy to remember the songs than the content which is there in the textbooks. So this is a very useful way. Keep listening to the English songs. And for this, you need not sit in a separate room and listen to the songs. This you can do while you are doing your daily chores. The work is going on, you're learning English by listening to the songs. So which other way can be most effective? Tell me. This is a very useful way. Another thing you can do is using your cell phone for learning English. In today's world, everyone is crazy about using a cell phone. If anyone doesn't have a cell phone in his hand, he will be suffering from nomophobia. No mobile phobia. Phobia is fear, anxiety. He'll be anxious. Oh, I don't have a cell phone. Oh, the network is not there. Oh, my battery is getting over. So everyone has a cell phone. Everyone uses a cell phone. They keep scrolling down FB, Insta, or whatnot, Twitter. So why not utilize your cell phone to learn English? Again, this can be done doing anything. You are traveling in the bus, or you're waiting for your friend in a restaurant, or you have gone to a doctor's office and you are waiting for your turn. That time can be utilized for learning English using your cell phone. Now I tell you how. Nowadays, there are multiple apps which can teach you English. Common ones are Duolingo, Preply, and Cake, Fluentu, or there is one more which is called as Hello English. So download these apps. Most of them are free. There are many more. You can just find them in Google Play Store or iTunes. Search it, download it on your phone, and they give good practice to you for speaking or listening or even reading and writing. So download the apps, and whenever you're waiting somewhere, you can learn from those apps. You need not depend on a tutor or any institute to go there and learn. You can just sit anywhere and learn using the apps, using your cell phone. So this is also one very useful way of learning English. The next thing which you can do is watching English movies or TV serials. Netflix is the best resource. You can download Netflix on your phone, on your iPad, or on your Mac, or on your desktop, and then you can watch the movie. Watching the movie is one more efficient way of learning English because the native speakers enter your house. What does it mean? Like when you're watching the English movies, the actors and actresses who are there in the movie are the native speakers of English. By listening to them, you learn the real life phrases, real life idioms, real life words, real life sentence structures, and not only that, their expressions, their intonation, their pronunciation, which you cannot learn if you go to an institute. Learning English in institute will be different from learning the English from the movies. Because through the movies, you will learn real life English. And in the institute, you will learn textbook English. Yeah, I understand. When you start watching English movies, you may not be able to understand each and every dialogue. Or for that matter, you may not be able to understand a single word initially. Don't worry. Take the help of the subtitles. Watch the movie using the subtitles. Keep watching, and after some days, you will be able to watch the movie and understand the dialogues without using the subtitles. Okay, so what we can do is we can allot each day for each activity. For example, Monday, you can listen to the podcasts or audiobooks. Tuesday, you can listen to the English songs. Wednesday, you can use the apps which are there in your cell phone. Like using the cell phone, you can learn English for 15 minutes. Thursday, you can watch the English movies or the sitcoms on Netflix or any other channel or any other web series. Remember that you stop after watching 15 minutes. Okay, so that was about Thursday. Now, Friday is the most important day for you. Why? Because on Friday, just try to glance through all the vocabulary, all the phrases, all the idioms, all the sentence structures, which I'm sure you would have noted down in a notebook. I have forgotten to tell you initially, but maintain a separate book for this. Whatever you learn, listening to the podcast or listening to the song or watching the movie or using the apps, make a note of them in a notebook. New words, new vocabulary, new phrases, new idioms which you came across. Note it down in the textbook. Note it down in the notebook. And on Friday, take out that notebook, glance through all of them. Learn the meanings. Practice their pronunciation. Practice the phrases which you have heard. So that is a reviewing day. Friday will be a reviewing day. Saturday and Sunday, practice English. Whatever you have learned throughout the week, now practice English. Don't worry, I'm not asking you to practice the whole day. At least minimum 15 minutes. Start speaking in English. Saturday and Sunday, those 15 minutes you speak. Now, you may say, I don't have anyone at home who can speak English with me. I agree. We are living in India. So, in our homes, people don't speak English. We speak our mother tongue, which is very fine. But you want to learn, you have to speak. You want to swim, you have to jump into the swimming pool. So the same way, the best way of learning English is to speak. So utilize Saturday and Sunday, 15 minutes on each day to speak. And with whom? You can talk to yourself, self-talk. You can talk to yourself. Whatever you're thinking in your mind, you can speak out loud in English. Or you can talk to your pet. I tell you, dogs are the best listeners. You can talk to him, you can tell him anything. You simply sit and listen to you very carefully as if he's understanding everything. Right? You can give the pet instructions in English. If you don't have a pet, take a teddy bear and talk to the teddy bear. Tell him anything you like. He will not judge you. He will just be a good friend of yours and listen to you. The point is, you have to speak English on Saturday and Sunday compulsorily for those 15 minutes. I don't say that other days you don't make an attempt to speak in English, but on Saturday and Sunday, must. Now, do this every day of the week. 15 minutes by 7. 15 minutes every day in a week. Repeat the next week. Keep repeating this process till you become confident that you will be able to speak English fluently and confidently. This is a time-tested method, and many people have gained confidence and fluency using this technique. So why not you? Why don't you make use of this technique, which is so efficient? So that's all for today. In this video, you have learned the most efficient way of learning English. Now it is in your hand. Isn't it so exciting that you don't have to go to an institute? You don't have to find a tutor and learn English. It is you who has to take the responsibility and learn English. Sitting at home, sitting in the garden, traveling in the bus, driving a car. This is the best way of utilization of time. So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please hit the like button and share this video with the people who want to learn English. If you are visiting my channel for the first time, do subscribe to my channel so that you get the latest videos as soon as they are published. Bye bye. See you soon in the next video.